All right, let's speak on it. And if you're coming from TikTok, you may have been coming from the fake out video that I posted on TikTok, the cap video, if you will. I do this because I don't feel safe talking about blackness, or even mentioning it on TikTok, because I personally, on my account, have struggled so much with getting banned, with suppression to the point at which people thought that I was off the fucking app, like being banned for crazy things like pornography while wearing something like this. I don't feel fucking safe on there unless I am shucking and jiving and giving the comedy that they need or want to keep, to contribute to keeping their app churning, which is why when it comes to subjects like these, I always default to YouTube. One, because these are nuanced topics and subjects, and I want to have more than even 3 minutes to talk about it. And two, because even though suppression of people of color and black people in social media is bad all across the board, I feel much more safe here on YouTube. I can really just talk my shit and not have to worry about my account disappearing. And as so with that as a fucking intro, let's get down to it. I was in the meet and greet for Nicki Minaj for TikTok. Yeah, they sent out the email as a personal invite. Everyone in there supposedly got a personal invite, and it was definitely marketed for Black History Month. Undeniably, undeniably, the way that they marketed it for was that Nicki Minaj was to be a guest for Black History Month. Now, regardless of how you feel about Nicki Minaj as a person, as a musician, as an artist, that's not what this video is about. That's not what this situation is about. I RSVP'd for this because honestly, I was like, well, TikTok rarely, like sometimes, when TikTok throws out the few crumbs that they do for their black creators that are literally the backbone of their app, without which they would not have all of these fucking trends upon which mediocre white creators steal and then get famous and get paid so much more than we do, if we are getting paid at all. I'm like, fucking sure. Let's let's get into this. Let's meet Nicki Minaj. And I don't know. I didn't know what the discussion was gonna be about. Like, I don't know if I mean, it was marketed as a Black History Month event. So I'm like, I don't know. Maybe we're gonna talk about her music. Maybe we're gonna talk about, Black History Month itself. Like, let's see what happens. But I'll take the opportunity. So I went. I didn't have any problem RSVPing and getting in. Um, I don't know, like the technical difficulties were real. It was supposed to start at 6. It started at 7, at least in my time zone. It started at 7, so we were there waiting for an hour. I had no idea until I started seeing videos pop up on my For You page that black creators that RSVP'd to the event were unable, a good many were unable to get into the Zoom meeting. However, however, quite a few white creators were like individually accommodated to get them in there. I remember sitting in the Zoom waiting for it to start, and I scanned through, the gallery of faces that were there. Um, and and it was very I thought I was like, am I the only one thinking this, because it was very shocking how many non-black faces were there. So many. I'm there and I'm seeing, creators that all they do is contribute to, talking about the black experience and educating and stuff. Like, that is all they do, and they are black. These are black creators. Also, this was marketed as an event for Black History Month. So it was very interesting to see, like, so many non-black faces in there. And the fact that every single person in there got an individual invite makes me wonder how how did TikTok identify them as someone that they need to invite to a Black History Month event, you know? Because a good many of us are in the TikTok system, signed up for like the Black Creator Program or whatever. At some point we're identified as a Black creator, and so it would be very easy to, you know, go through your top Black creators and make sure to invite them. How did you get to these people? No outward hate to those people. um and so just from there, even if there are, you know, non-black faces in the Zoom, I would assume that if this is indeed a Black History Month event, then you are not here to really participate. You're here to observe, you're here to sit in, you're here to watch, because this was marketed as a Black History Month event. And so I'm assuming that most of the engagement is going to be with Black people. Someone else did the math. I believe 7 people got to ask Nicki questions personally, and 5 of them were non-black. 5 of them, you know, 5 of them were non-black. On the frustration, and you can see it on TikTok with the videos that aren't getting suppressed, because apparently Black creators that speak out about this on the app are getting suppressed like crazy. Their videos are getting taken down, being reported, which is why I took to YouTube so that we can get a video out here that doesn't have to go through all that TikTok bullshit. The bullshit that Black creators have had to go through with TikTok over the past 2-3 years is ridiculous. Every fucking day, we log on to the app and we create our shit with a little bit of fear in the back of our heads that our account could be taken down for no other reason than some troll decided to spam report our account, or, you know, or just because we may be talking about some certain topic that obviously TikTok doesn't want us to talk about. We go in with that fear all the time. I even said in 2020, when I started openly saying that I was Black, I was just doing comedy and stuff. When I started saying that I was Black, my videos started going down immediately. I did a crazy experiment, because I was joking with my followers that in the winter, with my winter shade, because of how much white girls tan, I was like, I probably could pass for a white girl with an aggressive tan if I wanted to. And then I tried it, because I was like, I'm very curious. I put on a blonde wig and I put on blue contacts one day out of the week, Wednesday, one day out of the week. And sure enough, on Wednesdays, my views spiked. On Wednesdays, the videos that I would do on Wednesdays when I was wearing a blonde wig and blue eyes was circulated more than all of my other videos. So much so that some of my closest friends thought that I had pulled an entire Lil' Kim and just it completely actually changed the way I present to the public. And then I had to tell them, that was an experiment, and I only did it on Wednesdays, and the experiment only lasted 2 or 3 weeks, because after seeing the fact that that worked, I was devastated. There is no fucking question that TikTok is fucking racist, and that there is no protection for Black creators against troll accounts. There is no accountability for white supremacist accounts, like just crazy, like anti-Semitic accounts, just crazy shit that you would think would be banned immediately, but no. And then we're here getting videos taken down for frivolous ass reasons. I'm afraid to even wear a tank top. I'm afraid to wear a tank top. But I scroll on my For You page and I see so many white girls doing twerk challenges, bust it challenges, and everything, wearing next to nothing. Not shaming those women at all for not wearing anything, but the double standard is very, very evident. That I cannot wear a spaghetti strap and feel safe on that fucking app as a creator. Literally middle school dress code bullshit. We create the music, we create the dances, we create the trends, we create the sounds that make up the backbone of this app, only to watch it being stolen. Not just white people participating in types of videos or types of trends that are obviously very, very much only geared toward the black community and meant for the black community, but literally just straight up stealing our sounds, our trends, acting as if they're the ones that came up with it when we are. I can't tell you how many times I've found accounts of white women, white girls that have stripped my fucking audio down and made it seem like their own. Or actually, I have actually witnessed, I've actually come across a white girl one or two times that literally copied one of my skits, lines, word for word, so like so specific that it could only you only heard it there, you only heard it first from Nicki Minaj. And the only reason that I found that out was because people tagged me. And this person is getting more views than me, while I'm being shadow banned, and these fucking gurus are running around telling everybody, you're not shadow banned, your content is just not good. And the black creators are here like, obviously our content is good because these white creators are stealing them, and while we're being suppressed and shadow banned, they're prospering and being paid. The disrespect, no matter how hard TikTok even tries to pander, even when they're pandering by setting up this event, they fail because the disrespect is there. They hate us. Like I said this in the live, and I'll say it again. They hate us when we're not producing entertainment and style and content for them. They hate us as people. When we're outside of that capacity for entertainment, they hate us. The world hates us. And we're tired. We're tired, like, just in life in general, but as TikTok creators, like, we are really, 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 really very tired. We're fighting the algorithm every day. We're fighting trolls. We're fighting death threats. We're fighting random dick pics. We're fighting people dropping racial slurs into our comments and into our DMs, all the while not feeling safe on the app. And then this shit happens in a space that is marketed as something that is specially for us. It's not even ours. We can't have anything. It's like we don't deserve anything of our own. People shit on us for gatekeeping parts of our culture, and it's like we are not allowed to have anything of our own. Because everything that we create for some reason seems to be fair game for everybody else to rip off of. We can't even have a Black History Month event with just black people. And even if there are non-black people there, we can't have a Black History Month in which most of the people that are allowed to ask questions to the guest of honor, we can't even get them we can't even have all of those people be black as an event for Black History Month. we're not allowed to have anything. We're not allowed to have anything, and it keeps being shown in different ways. I don't know. I wish I could say that this is going to be the demise of TikTok one day, but I don't. But they don't fucking care. As long as most of our platform is there on TikTok, a lot of us are going to stay. I refuse to be bullied off of a space that I established and I built. I refuse to be bullied off. But the catch 22 is that as long as we keep on being brilliant and coming up with great ideas and content, TikTok still has the life force to keep on taking our shit and monetizing the creators that they choose, which are usually white or just non-black in general. And they'll continue to make money. So I don't know that this will really even. I don't know that this criticism will even do anything, because all of the criticisms, the things that have been literally proven in the last 3 years, has done nothing really to slow down TikTok's production. It's kind of how the world works, honestly. Like, it just seems like no matter how many things we expose, it does absolutely nothing sometimes to speed up progress, because the fact is that we are hated. And there's more and more evidence of that every single day. And for that reason, that is why I make sure that every time I post a TikTok, I also post it on Instagram, not as much, but I post it on YouTube, so that if that app ever goes away, if that app ever decides that your blackish ass doesn't belong here anymore, then I have YouTube and I can continue producing content here, because that's what I do. It's what I love doing, and I'm not gonna stop. I'm not gonna fucking stop. TikTok just happens to be where most of my followers are, so that's where I've got to be. And unfortunately, a whole bunch of us are in that situation. We just feel like we are trapped in that app, because it's much easier said than done to transfer your entire followership over to a whole nother app. It's hard to even get my people on my Instagram, okay? Much easier said than done. And when you're building a brand and you're building a career, that is not a risk that you can take as a creator, and it is stressful. Tearful nights. Many a tearful night. When this becomes your livelihood, shit like this makes you cry. So, in conclusion, that Nicki Minaj event was complete bullshit. It was yet just another example about how black creators on this app continue to be disrespected in broad daylight, and then gaslit when we point out how it's happening, the mechanisms of how it's happening, the details, the data, the evidence. We continue to be gaslit, because that just seems to have been the go-to technique to combat our frustration, our rightful indignation. So that's my take on it. I can't think of anything that I missed. I hope I didn't miss anything. But yeah, confirm that all of this heat that you're hearing from TikTok creators on TikTok, it's all true. All true.